Good morning. Wow, I wish I could show you last night how many flowers weren't here last night. All of these little teeny red ones were completely gone. It rained really hard, and between the bees and the hummingbirds, every little bloom was gone. And over there, all of those, there weren't any. Now the big red ones, there were some of those, but they knocked a lot of those off too. I should have a whole lot more. You see that whole stem is clear up to the last couple blooms, and I need to cut them off like that so that they'll bloom more. But it's like I hate to cut off every bloom that's on there. But my plant over there, every one of those red flowers was completely gone. And this, all of these blooms, there was not one. Sometimes I think this is why hummingbirds start going, but the thing of it is I'm excited that my zinnias are full of blooms and my canna lilies. I do need to deadhead some of them, but their favorite cannas are still there. And all these other hummingbird mint, hyssop, the purple salvias, I keep taking all of the stems off that are spent so they'll keep putting up new blooms. I keep the kind of ugly looking zinnias, the ones that have been here just a little bit. When they start looking like this, where there's a pretty big cone in the center of them, they've been there long enough that I should cut them out, and it'll keep producing new blooms if I do. I don't know what this plant is. It's in the moonflower family, but they bloom about once a day or night, I'm not sure which. Seems like every morning they're there and they're there all day. But double white blooms, they are very toxic and poisonous, but we don't eat them, we just look at them. All of these pots had yellow. All of the leaves were turning yellow on the bottom. And I had fertilized them with Miracle-Gro and with Bloom Miracle-Gro that's higher in potassium the last few times, and that Miracle-Gro, this little indoor Miracle-Gro, it's only 8 ounces, feeds instantly. I just give it one squirt here, there, by the stems in the bottom. I don't want to give it too much because I don't want to over fertilize them, but it is an indoor stuff, so it's made to, not just wash out of your pot. So it just really helped turning a plant that was completely yellow in the inside. But you can still see a little. But if you look at these leaves, it started in the center where they were totally yellow by morning. So I put it on yesterday afternoon late, and then, or the night before last, sorry. And then yesterday morning when I got up, the leaves were like this that were totally yellow up in here. And they're all turning green. And the other leaves are just a really pretty, vibrant green. And I'm so glad. I didn't want to give it too much nitrogen because too much nitrogen will just make this plant put off more leaves and it will quit blooming, and it just is starting to bloom. So I'm just working on trying to keep more and more flowers for the hummingbirds, and when that big vine over the fence blooms and all of this is filled with blooms, and this little one is filled with blooms. These are the blooms. And really, the whole top of that plant has got them. So they can see them from all sides over there. And as they open the bottom flower first. Here. Anyways, the bottom flower opens first, and right on the outside edge it'll open into a tubular flower, and all of this should bloom. So, and then the one down at the end of the fence over there, that huge bunch of green, that is moonflowers, heavenly blue morning glories, and this vine all mixed together. So it should have whites, blues, and little flags. So I'm glad we have all these salvias that just have new blooms every morning. Because every morning our yard fills with hummingbirds, and little birds have plenty to eat. Usually I have a whole lot more of my vermillionaire. Kind of regretting planting so many around one flower pot. I have 6 starts in the house that have tons of roots, but I don't really know where to put them. Should put them in another hanging basket and hang it over there by the fence. It's late enough, I don't even know if they have time to take off, but I guess it couldn't hurt. So, well, make sure if you're growing a garden for hummingbirds that you have a few of these grow from seeds. They look an awful lot like a pineapple sage, but they're not. They are a salvia. But if you find these in the seed section, and they reseed every year, just put some in your garden and let them go, because they definitely will produce a whole lot more flowers over and over and over. And all you have to do is just chop the dead stems off. When you see a big stem that's all turning brown, or you can tell it's clear at the top blooming, break it off and let it make more blooms. So, anyway, back to watching for hummingbirds. But I am very glad for these.